Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently planning a war against the Ottomans. We would love it if they would get into another war before we declare this. We're getting close to being ready to declare this, but we need our spy network done first. So that is something that we are going to work on for a bit here. We will make sure that all of our armies are in position. Now, there's something that we need to consider when we're fighting the Ottomans. They have two options. They can come at us this way. They can come at us this way. Technically, there's a third option. They can come at us this way. They could also try to do some sort of a naval situation, but I doubt they'll do that. Now, keep in mind that in the last war with the Ottomans, Songhai was not present in that war. Ottomans came down this way, but they also came down this way. Keep in mind, Makuria was a... Well, no, that was with the Mughals. Makuria was not a war goal then. The war goal was simply to show superiority. So I'm not sure which direction the Ottomans will come. We're going to have to play the war reactively against the Ottomans until we have their army on the run, and then we can start taking over like territory up this way. I'd like to kick them out of Africa. We're not going to be able to take all of this war for sure. But that's kind of the idea. As far as Songhai goes, we do expect these armies to be able to take care of them. That's 166,000 troops to their 63,000 troops. Now, they are Miltech 21, same as us, and the Ottomans are as well. If they get Miltech 22 during this war, will that be catastrophic for us? It'll hurt. But it's not going to be catastrophic, I don't think. So that'll be okay, and let's just prep for this. We may want to think about saving up for Miltech 22 ourselves instead of grabbing these last two ideas, and in fact, since we are seeing a neighbor bonus, we probably should, in all honesty. However, our colonialism war over here is good to go. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves our claim here. And then we're going to declare war on them, basically immediately. As soon as we have our CB, anyway. There we go. And Wurundjeri would join, and could be co-belligerented. Okay, let's see. Who are all of these? Palawa would join. Malgana would join. Now, are these up over here? I'm not sure we even care. They have access to, like, 44,000 infantry? Sure. Okay, who is Palawa? I think they're up here, yeah. So they're these guys. That's Brunei, actually. Over here? That's Zulu. Okay, I'm not sure where Palawa actually is, but it should be up over here somewhere. So they're in a federation with Eora, Palawa, and Malgana. So Malgana's here. Where is Eora and Palawa? Here's Eora. I don't think we care. And Wurundjeri. Where are these guys? Oh, that's these guys over here. Yeah. No big deal. Our units aren't needed for war, but they can stop drilling. They will be needed for war shortly. We're going to come on in over here. Have absolutely no problem with this. These ships are going to move on over. Ah, Palawa, right here. Excellent. So this colonialism war will be slightly awkward, but we should have no real issues with it. This is Frisian over here. This is Portugal. Okay. So in we go. And yeah, no problem whatsoever there. The siege commences. We gained the colonialism CB against Portugal. Yep, that's the thing. And they're coming up here. This is fine. The peasants are getting uppity, and sure, I'm okay with losing a little admin power right now. It's not the best of deals, but it'll be okay. Wait, hang on. What was this next one? Reduced morale damage taken by reserves. Okay. Probably not a problem. So we are continuing our siege over here. Should be no issue. Hilariously, our vassal is sieging over here. I don't think they're going to get too much done. Yeah, they can do this. That's fine. In the meantime, of course, we are building up our spy network in Gao, where we're gearing up for a big war against Songhai and Ottomans. Russia will help us in this war, so we should expect a decent number of Ottoman troops going up to fight Russia. Russia can bring 130,000 to bear, which is a lot. We're definitely expecting to be able to beat Ottomans here. There's no doubt about it. We're 42% here. Enemy invasion imminent. Okay, I don't care. That's fine. 64%. So they're invading over here, I guess? Sure, they can do that. Our colonial nation should take care of it, but they probably won't. So the siege is won, and we are going to go invade over in Eora. No problem whatsoever. Yeah, they're going to invade over here. That's fine. We don't care. And in we go. We should have no problem crushing this force. Miltech 6, Miltech 6. Yeah. Not going to be a problem. How are we doing on our force limit anyway? We could actually have another full unit of 44. Another full combat width unit. That's kind of hilarious. It'll take a while for our troops to arrive here, 11 May. So we've got a little bit going on there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get our final manufactory built. And let's check in on great temples. 1 to build there. And workshops. Cool. Decent number of those to build. And at this point, we actually want to start just spamming out the universities. We don't care where they're built. Literally anywhere will do. There's a lot of them to build, for sure. And we did just lose our military advisor. We absolutely replaced this. Land maintenance modifier. That's pretty good. That's going to save us like 20 ducks per month. He's going to basically pay for himself. We're basically getting 3 free military points here. We do need to keep in mind that we are losing 1 due to our leaders and 1 due to our policies as well. Can we revoke a policy here? Right-click to remove it. Yeah, that's what I want to do. We'll repeal that. That will help us with our military power. Great. Our invasion over here has begun. Things are going fantastically. We do have a colonist available, and we're going to send the colonist out over here. Wonderful. Australia is getting pretty crowded. At some point, we're going to have to fight Portugal and Frisia both. Okay, we won the Siege of Eora. No shock there. And we're going to see about... We're not going to actually be able to fight these guys. We're going to see about doing what we can over here. We'll just go build, or rather not build, but convert in Gaja. And we'll siege this on down. And then the question becomes, who else are we against here? Palawa. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be sieged. Wurundjeri is going to be sieged very soon here. We're sieging Palawa as we speak. And Malgana is the only other one. Malgana is these guys up here. Okay. We don't care, to be clear, about this going on. That's completely fine. Okay, so let's go land up here. That'll be great. They want peace. That's not shocking. Now, our ally here, or rather our vassal here, who is this? That is these guys. They are Miltech 6, so they're probably going to lose this fight. Yeah, that's not great. Ooh, a base tax. Yes, please. Fantastic. They want peace. That's not surprising. Shockingly, apparently we can go in here. I thought we would be attacking from Torres Strait. but okay, sure. That's fine. So we can declare our big war basically whenever we want. I want this colonial war to be over before we declare it, and we'll just save up some cash in case we want to hire mercs or something for the war. But for now, we'll just come on in, and this should... Did they finish sieging over here? Yes, they did. This should be the last location to take over. So that will be great. When will they arrive? They will arrive on 11 January. So just a couple of days here. Fantastic. So we're about halfway to Miltech 22. We're expecting about 3 years to finish that. And Ottomans are at 21, and Songhai is at 21 as well. Russia is also at 21. Our colony in Tana became self-sustaining, so we will go ahead and colonize in Kikuyu. There we go. And let's wrap up this siege. We've already got a wall breach. We did just lose a military leader. Okay, so this war's over. Where did we lose that military leader at? Here. Okay, we'll roll one up. Actually, now that I think about it, I shouldn't have rolled one up. Let's fire this guy. He's the worst one that we've got. And we're going to use that to increase our military power growth a little bit. Okay, so we can get Dip Tech 23. Our diplomatic tech is getting way up there. So that's a thing. That is kind of offsetting our unbalanced research by half, though, so that's nice. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and put an end to this war, shall we? I kind of just want to take all of this territory, but we actually can't. We'll have to separate piece these guys. So we're in Jerry. We're going to full annex. And now we're going to need to tick forward here. We're going to pull this guy back, but it's going to take us some time. We may want to come fight these guys, but they're minus 42%. I think it's okay for now. We need to wait for our diplomats to come back here. That's what we're waiting on. So about 40 days there. And I am actually going to go ahead and buy a manufactory in Tana, as well as check in over here. We'll keep doing those, but we're not going to build additional universities until after the Ottoman War. We've got time before that needs to be done anyway. Okay, so about a month here until our diplomats are back. And we can see they're definitely struggling to siege this, although they did get a breach. And our diplomats are back now. Well, one of them is anyway. So next up, we're going to peace out Malgana here. We're just going to take the territory. Excellent. And that goes into Zimbabwe, Australia. Perfect. And our next one will be back in 1 day. And we are going to peace out Palawa next, which they wouldn't actually accept. We'll go for Eora next, actually. They would accept that. Cool. They're merely negotiating for themselves. Actually, they do have another tribal land that they would be able to give. They wouldn't accept that. But that's Palawa that's in that territory. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Oh, we do have imperialism CBs down here now. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind. They're going to love being Shona. Everyone loves being Shona. It's very, very true. Okay, so we're waiting until our diplomats come back again to peace out the last two. 10 more days on that. Just checking in to see what the Ottomans have been up to. Not a whole lot is the answer. Cool. So next up, we're going to peace out Palawa. We can't make that a core. But what we can do is we can vassalize them. They would not actually accept that. You know what? It's going to be Terra Incognita stuff. So we're just going to take some gold and take war reps and call it good. Okay. And we can now imperialism Palawa. And finally, we'll take everything we can here. Beautiful. Okay, so a lot of these are going to pop over to Zimbabwe, Australia. In fact, all of them are immediately, and that's perfect for us. Our transports, we're going to move back over this way. We may need them for the Ottoman War. This is going to be a big war. There's no doubt about that. Russia, are you prepared for war? Yes, I believe Russia is prepared for war. Mughals are not really going to be doing anything of note. Ottomans are still Miltech 21. They're at 170k with 157k in reserve. So they can replenish their army about once over. Songhai is at 63k with 50k in reserve. A less than one replenishment there. Okay. We need to wait for our diplomats to come back, but we should still be able to fabricate a claim. Katsina. Excellent. Okay. So we're just waiting for diplomats. We're going to have to play defensively against the Ottomans at first. We'll have to determine where they're coming in. We declare this. Ottomans would join in, Kabylia would join in, and Jared would join in. We don't care about either of those. That's those two here. Ottomans are the only relevant one here. Now, Russia would not currently join, and that's just because they're in debt. We can pay their debt. So they need like, what, 3,500? Boom. Enjoy your debt being gone, Russia. We'll let that tick for a month here. See if they recalculate and pay off their debts. Okay. And are they willing to join now? We can actually grab Admin Tech 21. That's really good. Gives us access to furnaces as well as some additional production efficiency. So Russia, what do you think about declaring this now? I mean, I want to declare on Songhai, not Ottomans. Russia is not interested, and that is because they're still 707 in debt. What are you doing, Russia? We'll send you another gift for 800. But, I'm not necessarily happy about it. Actually, I'm going to give them a full 1,000. I mean, it's not like we're struggling with cash, right? We have no problem whatsoever there. So, Russia, are you now interested in doing this? Well, we'll wait for the month tick for that to recalculate. Okay. Now Russia's interested. Fantastic. So we call in Russia, and look at that change. Beautiful. I mean, Russia's weaker than we are, for sure. But they are roughly on par with the Ottomans. And honestly, they may get something out of this peace deal. We'll see. Kinda don't want to give them anything, but that's why we're not promising them territorial gains. Actually, they don't want anything from Songhai. They don't want anything from Songhai. Fair enough. It would be Ottomans that we'd give them something from, if we give anything. Now, we may decide to just return cores from the Ottomans rather than taking territory for ourselves. We'll see. We'll see what that ends up looking like. And we have no diplomats to send. So we're going to need to wait until our diplomats are back. Now we can do this. Russia would join. All of our allies would join. But we have to understand that we need to be able to defeat the Ottomans on our own. Allies do not exist to make wars like this easier. In fact, the opposite may be true. Let's go ahead and confirm. We are at war. We're going to leave these guys where they're at. We need to see where the Ottomans are coming in. However, we need to attack Songhai very soon. This is their capital. We are going to immediately begin working our way up. They can't deal with either of these two armies. They can deal with each division independently, but they cannot deal with the armies. So in we go. We're going to take attrition. We are gaining over 2,000 manpower per month, though. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. Okay. We're keeping an eye out for Ottoman troops. These guys are going to head up to the fort. And we're just going to kind of leapfrog this. These guys are going to head for the capital. No sign of Ottoman troops yet. Russia doesn't see them either. Of course, we don't know where Russian troops are. It's going to be real interesting. That's for sure. We're just chilling, waiting to see where the Ottomans attack. That is a big chunk of the Ottoman army up in Russia. Don't care about this. So, here's the thing. We see 43,000 troops there. 43,000 troops is close to 25% of their army. In which case, we are going to go on an offensive, but we need to stick together here. In we go. We're going to invade over here, and we're going to say if they come down this way, they come down this way, and that's okay. And they're coming down this way, I think. But I think they'll turn around once we start taking territory over here. We could leave one of our armies down here, though. Actually, I think that's a good idea. We'll leave one army over here. So 88,000 troops will stay over here. Ottomans are pretty split up right now, in all honesty. These guys can move over to here. These guys are going to make straight for the capital. Okay. We also see an additional 12,000 Ottomans over here. That's not quite 10% of their army. That's a decent chunk. 35k over here. Look at that. Another 35k have popped up over here. Okay. Russia, please defend yourself. We'll see if Russia defends themselves. Okay, they're attacking us down over here. That's fine. We don't care. We're going to come up over here. Ottomans are going for Mecca. That's not surprising. I just clicked right through that, but I think that was us occupying here. Yes. What are these guys doing? Just chilling? I wouldn't necessarily mind walking down here and fighting this 18k stack, since we know that their 19k stack is down over here. Okay. Ah, we occupied there. That's good. These guys are going to move on up. And yeah, these Ottoman forces over here, we're going to fight them if we can. I'm interested in knowing they have no cavalry in that. Fascinating. So combat width of 23. They have a really narrow combat width in this army. 28. That's also a narrow combat width. I mean, this is obviously narrow. Interesting. I think they were genuinely not expecting us to be here. So these are actually zealots over here. That's fine. No big deal. We're going to move these guys over to here. We're sieging Gao, their capital. We have a wall breach. And we're pushing these guys back. This is fine. Go ahead and move here. And yeah. Okay. So these guys, they're going to move up kind of like so. Fascinating. This war is going fantastically so far. Very pleased about this. Now, there's all this going on. We may want to hire mercs to deal with these guys, and actually, I think I'm going to. So let's go ahead and hire a unit of mercenaries, and let's see. These guys should do the trick. So we'll hire them over here. They will have to replenish their morale. But that'll be fine. No real issue with that one. And we're just going to continue closing in over here. I'd like these guys to move up to Timbuktu, but that's not really an option. We'll have them go to Jenny instead. These guys are going to continue sieging. I don't care necessarily about chasing these guys down, because we have this Merc Force here. Now, the Merc Force has no morale right now, so we're going to back off a little bit. We've occupied over here. Continuing to push forward. The Ottomans are focusing hard on Russia. Hilarious. They really shouldn't be doing that. They really, really shouldn't. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see what we can do about finishing up this war. I don't know about taking this battle. Our morale is still quite low. We do outnumber them almost 2-1. So that's something to think about. But I think I'll decide on that one next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.